Coba-coba nih kursi.
Suaramu.
Kau itu
Adek.
Rasul aku tahu di sini apa.
Balik-balik Tanta.
Kalau plan enak, kalau undang bisa diundang. Iya, bisa lagi. Sana. Kalau nominasi berapa game biasanya? Perwakilan kan pasti ada. Dibiayai. Biayai. Wah, ini sudah 2 kali.
Tabe admin, tolong diedit ya. Pas masuk tidak ada suara sehingga nanti pada saat proses kegiatan tidak mengganggu profesor menyampaikan materinya. Makasih.
Sudah bisa kita mulai? Sudah mulai? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ya.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Dear the Excellencies, our guest lecturer is Professor Dr. Suryani Dato Haji Muhammad. Welcome to this room, Professor Suryani.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. And next excellence is Mr. Andi Jaman, the Dean of the Faculty of Muhammadiyah University of Makassar. Welcome, Mr. Dean. Yeah.
Welcome. Selamat datang.
Okay.
Mr. Rom.
And the next is Mr. Abdul Muttalib, is Vice Dean of the Faculty of Economic and Business, University of Muhammadiyah Makassar. Pak Abdul Muttalib. Ibu Mira, Mbak Mira, welcome Mbak Mira, as a study program of accounting, Faculty of Economic and Business of Muhammadiyah University of Makassar. And then all the participants in this afternoon, welcome to this room. And then today we can join together and then to learn and then pay attention much about what's the content of the lecture, because the main important thing in this topic is the woman's role in the community economic empowerment. That means that every woman in this room must involve into asking about how's the woman involved in how to encourage the economic of each region in terms of the involvement of the woman in this case. Okay, before we proceed to our main topic, we asked for Mr. Andi Jaman to deliver welcome speech. And then I please to Mr. Andi Jaman as the Dean of the Faculty of Economic and Business of Muhammadiyah University of Makassar. Time for you, sir.
Terima kasih, Pak Dr. Muhammad Rom. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Salatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama shallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim fil alamin innaka Hamidum Majid. Yang saya hormati, yang sama-sama kita muliakan, Ibu Profesor Dr. Suryani Dato Hajah Muhammad yang akan menjadi pembicara kita pada kuliah tamu pada kesempatan ini. Alhamdulillah, kami mengucapkan terima kasih kepada Ibu Prof. Suryani atas kesediaan waktu yang diberikan untuk kami di Fakultas Ekonomi dalam kuliah tamu. Bapak Ibu pimpinan Fakultas, Kaprodi, dosen dan mahasiswa Fakultas Ekonomi dan Bisnis Universitas Muhammadiyah Makassar. Alhamdulillah, patut kita memuji kepada Allah atas karunia yang telah diberikan. Salam dan taslim kepada Nabiullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Kuliah tamu kali ini sesuatu yang istimewa, Ibu Prof. Suryani, karena dalam satu hari ada 2 kuliah tamu. Kebetulan memang waktunya bersamaan pada satu hari. Ya, inginnya sebenarnya ada delay jarak waktu, tetapi waktu telah disetting dari awal, sehingga ini jarang terjadi, apalagi untuk kuliah tamu yang berskala internasional. Tentunya kehormatan buat kami di Fakultas Ekonomi, Prof. Suryani berkenan untuk memberikan kuliah pada hari ini, dan saya pikir topiknya sangat menarik, Bapak Ibu. Olehnya itu tentunya ini akan menjadi pencerahan, tambahan pengetahuan buat kita, wawasan atas topik yang akan disampaikan oleh Ibu Prof. Suryani. Kemudian untuk kegiatan ini merupakan semoga ini merupakan sebuah kegiatan awal yang baik karena kita berharap kegiatan ini akan bisa bersambung kembali dalam bentuk atau event yang lain yang sifatnya mempertemukan diskusi atau kontak antara sivitas akademik Fakultas Ekonomi Unismu Makassar dengan dosen, mahasiswa, dan sivitas akademik Universitas Trenggana. Bisa nanti dilanjutkan dalam bentuk joint riset, joint publikasi, dan kegiatan PKM internasional. Berharap nanti di suatu waktu Prof. Suryani bisa menyempatkan waktu ke Makassar, Indonesia, untuk bisa datang dan bersilaturahmi dengan kami. Tentu kami sangat senang. Dan ini mungkin juga barangkali bisa pertemuan ini bisa dimanfaatkan untuk bincang-bincang tentang kemungkinan untuk membuka kerjasama antar Fakultas Ekonomi Unismu dengan Fakultas Ekonomi di Universitas Trenggana. Kami sekali lagi mengucapkan terima kasih atas kesediaan Prof. Suryani, dan insya Allah ini akan diikuti dengan kegiatan-kegiatan berikutnya yang lebih melibatkan seluruh unsur yang ada di perguruan tinggi ini, baik dari kami di Unismu maupun dari perguruan tinggi dari Universitas Trenggana. Demikian yang saya bisa sampaikan pada kesempatan ini.
Nah, cepat KRI pulang.
Mohon maaf jika ada yang kurang berkenan selama di dalam pelaksanaan kegiatan kuliah tamu ini. Saya akhiri dengan ucapan fastabiqul khairat, nasrun minallah wa basyiril mu'minin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Terima kasih Pak Dr. Andi Jam'an, as the Dean of the Faculty of Economic and Business of Muhammadiyah University of Makassar. And then I think this is the time for we are pay attention to our lecture now is quite concerning about the woman. And the big Professor Dr. Suryani, she's also a lecturer and professor. She worked at many research and focus in gender, especially issue in the labor market. Yeah, it's quite interest for us because Indonesian development of economic is concerning about the woman. It's also relating for the United Nations programs, how to encourage the woman involved in development of economic in each region in the world. Yeah. Okay, I proceed to our lecture today. I ask for Mrs. Professor Dr. Suryani to present her lecture. I ask you, this is time for you, please.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bapak ya. Okay. Assalamualaikum. Okay, first of all, I would like to express my thanks to Accounting Study Program, Faculty of Economics and Business, Muhammadiyah University of Makassar, for inviting me for guest speaker session today. I guess I've never been to Makassar, but I several times went to Jakarta, Bandung, Palembang, and being invited to several keynote speaker in Indonesia. So welcome to all of you, and I've been honored to be invited today. And Dr. Bayu called WhatsApp me last week and asked me to be a guest speaker. I guess my busy schedule, this is quite a short notice, but I try my best to present today with the topic on the given from the faculty. So I share the slide now. Okay, can you hear me? Is it clear the line? Is it clear my voice?
Yes, clear.
Okay.
Yes, clear, Prof.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, it's very clear, Prof.
Yes.
Okay, that's very clear, Prof.
Okay. Can you see my slide? Is it the slide? My slide on?
Not yet. Not yet, boss.
Not yet.
Not yet. Wait. Share screen.
The light is quite dim for you, but it's okay. That's okay. More acceptable in our area here.
Okay. I try to share screen, but the message here, host disable attendee screen sharing. I'm not sure why I cannot share the screen. Wait.
Okay. Bagi host, tolong jadikan host Profesor Sirani untuk di share screen materinya.
Still.
Okay. You can share your material in PowerPoint.
Okay.
Bisa
ya? Okay. I already share the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Please, you can share your screen.
Yes, I already share the screen.
Oh, it's not. It's not posted. The screen. It's not posted now. It's not yet posted.
Okay.
Okay. This is time. This is ready for you. You can share your screen now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, just got to share window. Select. Wait. Screen. Okay. Is it you can see my screen now?
Yes, that's very clear now. Perfect clear.
Yes. Okay. So I begin the. So I begin my presentation. Okay. The topic today is I just follow the topic that been given from your faculty, women's role in community economic empowerment. Basically, when the topic has two terms, usually we call women's economic empowerment and its effects or its role to the community. But now when the topic is women's role in community economic empowerment, maybe we can interchange to what the women can play its role in towards community economic empowerment. And in which terms that I said just now, both we can say it is the same meaning. Okay, so when we talk about women, of course,
webinar, seminar.
There's a background is so noisy, right? Can you? Okay. When we community economic empowerment, I would like to share first the concept of empowerment. Okay, so the concept of empowerment, when we read a lot of the materials or we read a lot of the literatures, we can say that they are widely used in many disciplines to states on the social processes of individuals and communities. And in the general terms, we can say that empowerment is like authority or power given to someone to do something. And it also broadly defined as power, control over one life resources, and agency, capability to originate and direct actions for given purposes. And if we relate to the community related, we can integrate that empowerment measurement designed to increase the degree of autonomy, self-determination in people and in communities to enable them to represent their interests in a responsible and self-determined way, acting on their own authority. So we need to understand first what is the concept of empowerment. Okay, then when we said empowerment, now today we heard there's so many terms and so many focus on women's empowerment, women's economic empowerment, and it doesn't mean that only women that need to be empowered. Of course, the both women and men. But why women's empowerment become a focus and becomes a big agenda to the United Nations too? Okay, it is because when we relate to the labor force participation globally, the labor force participation of women still in low percentage. Okay, and I still not have latest figures for the ASEAN countries. Okay, but if we look on the 2018, the percentage still about 40% to 50% of participation of women in labor force. So when we look on the figures, it's kind of the unique issues that we need to tackle off. Okay, it's related with a lot of the factors, such as if we say now the woman, I think it's also same goes to Indonesia. If we reflect in Malaysia case, there are so many women in higher learning institution at the university, but turn out when it comes to the labor force participation, the rate is not parallel with the enrollment of the women at the higher learning institution. So where have they gone? Okay, after they receive their degree, they receive their diploma. So where are these women venture their living after finish their studies? Okay, so that's among the issues surround in terms of the labor force participation, not only in ASEAN but also globally. Okay, I've been have a research in Japan before in 2015, also looking on the labor force participation of women. The rates, if we compare to the several countries in ASEAN, the participation rates in Japan also very low. Okay, and it also reflect with the how the norms of the thinking, of the philosophy of the Japanese society towards a woman join the labor force. Okay, so there are many interesting issues when we come to the women's economic empowerment, and also in terms of the labor force participation of women, because both contexts, both focus are interrelated. Okay, and okay, I guess I briefly highlight on the what are the women's economic empowerment. Okay, initially the focus basically to provide girls with education and women with opportunity to earn paid income. That's why when we discuss on the women's economic empowerment, we cannot separate with the participation of women in the labor force. Okay, so both aspects actually is the are the key to rising household incomes and reducing poverty. Okay, when we enhance the girls and a woman to have the educations, and of course we want to ensure they can gain their income, and it is will correlate with the how to raising the household income and also finally to reduce poverty. Okay, so the concept with interrelated with the empowerment, women's economic empowerment to mean women's power and agency in all economic domains and market related interactions. So means that when women being given with the empower to actively participate in the labor force, so there must be a coordination, a good support from the market interaction, also agency and stakeholder that necessary to give support to the woman to enter the labor force. Okay, so when women be empowered, okay, in this context, we looking on the economic empowerment, okay, they can earn income, okay, they will have spending or saving income, they can buy, owning, selling assets, holding or inherit wealth, okay, can start or operate business and can acquire a bank or account or credit facilities, okay, and can participate in the union or other form of collective action. So we expect that when women has empowered in terms of economic empowerment, okay, they can get access to those mechanism to rising their incomes and also to reduce poverty. Okay, and I guess when we discuss on the economic empowerment, okay, it will cover several dimensions, okay, and then the 4 dimension that I would like to share is because when we tackle on the women's economic empowerment, these 4 dimensions are interrelated. Okay, first one, power within the knowledge, individual capabilities, sense of entitlement, self-esteem, self-belief to make change in their life, including learning skill for jobs or to start an enterprise. Okay, this first point, basically when we say the women's economic empowerment, there are two groups. There are 2 groups of the women that we can concern of. Okay, one is uh, we, I think I divide to the 2 categories. Women who has a formal education. Second one, women who has informal education. Okay, so when we divide into 2 categories, women with formal education and women with no formal education. So the empowerment to concept much more much more focused with the women with no formal education. Okay, that's why the first one, the first point stated to make change in their life, including learning skill for jobs or to start an enterprise. Because when we tackle on the women's economic empowerment, we must remember we have not uniform the standardized of the women's in economy. Okay, we have women who has education, women who has qualification, women who has access to the job market, but there are also women in informal economy that who not really have an access easily to the market, that we term as informal economy. Okay, this group are the quite large of numbers in our demographic. Okay, who do not have formal education. So basically they do not have a degree, they do not have a diploma, or they do not have a basic qualification to enter the workforce. So those concept of the empowerment basically usually targeted on this group. Okay, and second one, on the power to economic decision making power within their household, community, local economy, not just in areas that traditionally regarded as women's domain, but extending to areas that are traditionally regarded as men's domain. Okay, so empower also in terms of how to make decision making, how the woman can has the access to make their voice being heard, and also can also together with the men in the certain areas of the workforce. Okay, uh, that's why when we look on the women's economic empowerment, there will be two targets, like I said just now. Okay, women with formal education and women with no formal education. If the number two, and for the point two, it can reflect with both women with formal and women with non-formal education. Okay, so, for example, if we sit on the women in formal education, okay, in certain companies, there are like target to have women in board of director, okay, women in their management line. Okay, so by making the policy or by making the standard to have certain percentage of women in the board of director or women in the management line, means that they are taking consideration to gender equality aspect. And when we look on the non-formal economy or non-formal woman who has non-formal education, how the woman in their household decision can make their decision too in the household. Okay, that also we call the empowerment to the woman. Okay, and for the third point, power over access to and control over financial, physical and knowledge-based asset, including access to employment and income generation activities. And the third point here, when the woman can have access to financial, okay, assets, okay, and also how they can penetrate with the income generation activities, I would like to say that the third point quite related with those women with no formal education too. Okay, so because we need to remember when the woman who has no formal education, usually they do not have a job. Okay, they do not have paid salary. Okay, so how they can be empowered to make sure they can have their own incomes. Okay, they has their own accessibility to the asset. They have the accessibility to the financial facility. They also have opportunity to embark on the uh, entrepreneurship. Okay, so that's mean it must be being given empower in terms of the power access. Okay, and final one, power with the ability to organize with others to enhance economic activity and rights. Okay, so if we look on the in terms of the community related concept, okay, there are literature stated especially from the African countries. Okay, there will be a group of women who has their own society, okay, to organize, okay, to make sure they can have their own activity, they can have their own entrepreneurship activities, to make sure they can have each other support, okay, to do the activities that will generate incomes to them. Okay, then with the power to empower in organizing the group, in organizing the society, in organizing the community related activities, they can strengthen their community empowerment too. Okay, in a way, indirectly, if the group of women can has a cooperation, indirectly they can contribute to the society or the community as a whole. Okay, means that all the point here, number one, number two, number three, and number four, we can reflect how the women's empowerment in terms of economic empowerment can be strengthened, also can be extend to make sure the woman has a role to contribute to the woman's economic empowerment. Okay. 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 The OECD also includes their definition in terms of economic empowerment. Okay. So as OECD stated that economic empowerment is the capacity of women and men to participate in, contribute to, and benefit from growth processes in ways that recognize the value of their contributions, respect their dignity, and make it possible to negotiate a fairer distribution of the benefits of growth. Okay, as I said just now, the economic empowerment is not only about women's economic empowerment. It also reflects to the men economic empowerment. But nowadays, the focus is more concerned on the how we can strengthen on the women's economic empowerment. Okay, like one of the reason, of course, the participation of the women in labor force still low. Okay, so then that criteria become one of the waste of resources that we need to tackle off to ensure the women also contribute to the economic growth. Okay. Okay. So why I stated the broad definition just now in terms of the women's economic empowerment. Okay. In practice, if we said on, or if we look on the women's economic empowerment, we still tends to focus on two areas. Okay, first, more women work, economies will be grow. Okay, and the issues like women less likely to participate in the labor market than men. Okay, and women are more likely to unemployed than men. The gender wage gap, the digital divide, less likely to become entrepreneurs and have access to financial institution, more disadvantaged starting a business. All those issues related to the how women can participate in the labor market. Okay. Another one is women participation in household economic decision. Okay, it quite related with the what a woman need to decide when goes to the labor market, because they also need to decide how the household economic decision they need to encounter. Okay, so as a woman, of course, if they want to enter the labor force, they also need to bear responsibility for domestic work, for unpaid care that they need to look on. Okay, how they need to manage the kids. Okay, how they need to manage the domestic job in house. Okay, all those becomes issues or factors towards men, towards women to enter the labor force. Okay, so when we study and we focus on women's economic empowerment, we cannot disaggregate, or we cannot disjoin the issues of the women's in terms of the household economic decision. And in this context, for the issue care economy related to unpaid care is one of the issues nowadays. It becomes of the emerging issues. Okay, I also got one research on that that I still in the process. The is research on the care economy now become the trend, or kind of latest aspect in terms of the women labor force participation. Because before this, we just look on the why women participation in labor force is low. Okay, and we never really touch on the issues, the domestic work that women need to think of the issues of unpaid care that the woman need to think of. So if we want to ensure that the participation of women in the labor force will rise, or it's become higher than the current percentage, we need also to give focus on the issue of care economy. Okay, what I said for the care economy is means that we also look on the how the management of the domestic work, how the woman can balancing to the childcare issue, the household issues, okay, to ensure they can enter the workforce. Okay, I have one big project that started from 2014 until 2018. Okay, I picked this project to present today because this is one of the project that been given from the Malaysia Higher Education Ministry. Is in big numbers of the money. Okay, and it's quite successful project. Okay, during 2014, there were no major studies looking on how to empower rural women, especially in Malaysia. Okay, and there are a lot of the literatures focus how to empower women, but in certain way we neglected the rural woman. Okay, and why this project choose rural women? Because we think that the rural woman need to be empowered to ensure they also can have decent living, they also can have paid income. Okay, when we said on rural women, okay, the focus will be on the informal economy. Okay, there are women in rural areas who make a living by selling kuih, okay, by selling their own pastry, by selling whatever they can produce to the small communities. Okay, so I will share another slide, but this is the poster for the project that I've been involved from 2014 until 2018. Even though it's quite outdated for few past years, but the project still give a big impact to the women in this area. Okay, the focus is empowering rural women entrepreneur through social innovation model. Why we call social innovation model? Because in this project, we integrate with the module from the start with the data profiling of the community, and then we try to engage them with what they are best skill they can produce, or what are the product that can produce to ensure this woman can have their capability to become entrepreneurs. Okay, so we identify from during that time we successful to gather about 50 rural women in the area. Okay, and 50, okay, 50 rural women in the area who are interested to join the initial study. Okay, then from the 50 rural women, we make it a data profiling. Okay, data profiling means we collect all the socio-economic indicators, also household income, their husband's job, their children's, how many of their children's, education, all the socio-economic related factors. After that, when we done on data profiling, okay, we will have like engagement session. Okay, we have the engagement session to all the select participant. Okay, and we have the in-depth interview with each of the participant. Okay. From that, we make it another profiling in terms of their interest to has their own income. Okay, so we make a profiling to them, and we basically make an the questions reflect, is it they want to improve their living conditions from now, from the present that they the present condition to the better condition. Okay, because all of them did not have a steady job. Okay, most of them not working, and also they also have the small scale business. Okay, but of course, when we ask them whether they want to uplift their socio-economic status, all of them said yes. Okay, so after the second profiling, we make a filter to those who really interested to make entrepreneurship using digital. Okay, and from that we make a filtration again to those who have skills in ICT and those who not has skill in ICT. Okay, so after that process, after that filtration, okay, we make a module, about 5 modules to ensure they can begin, or they can develop from one module, begin with the knowledge in terms of entrepreneurship, and then begin with the knowledge how to make their product good, okay, for the selling, and then another module, how to embark, how to learn on the ICT skills, and how, and the fourth module is how to promote their product through digital, to media social. Okay, and we cover all the modules to this respondent. Okay, in the end, we will look on how they can perform and how their income changes from zero income, or from small income to the better income. Okay, that's why the project consists of from 2014 until 2018, because it's not easy to tackle the rural community, and we want to change their mindsetting, also give a big challenge to us. Okay, to ensure that the one that we propose, or the one that we try to help them, is beneficial to them. Okay, so this is the short of the poster, but I will share another PowerPoint that reflect each. I select 3 participants. Okay, for your information, from 50 participants, in the end, we after we make filtration, after we make the assessment, we only managed to have 12 participants. Okay, that really commit to the module, that really has a high motivation to join the project. Okay, so for us, okay, for our team for this project, we think that 12 is the better, even though it's 12 participants, but 12 participants are the good numbers for this project, because it is not easy to ensure from 50 participants, and we made several filtration, we made several assessment, and yet we will get 12 participants who really committed to the project. And this project is one of the successful project from UMT, University Malaysia Terengganu, and we managed to make a module, social innovation module, and also we managed to empower the rural women in the area to get paid income until now. Okay, until now. Okay, I will share another slide. Okay, to show you 3 selected participants that join the project and there has steady income until now. But the data that I show here is data, the first data that we collect after we end the project. The project end on 2018, but we the participant already start their online business from 2017. Okay, we managed to settle our module on end of 2016 and 2017. All the participant already engaged with the online business, and I will show you the data on 2017. Okay. Okay. I will share another slide. Okay. This is the slide for this project. Okay. Empowering rural women entrepreneurs through social innovation model. Okay. Why we call social innovation model? As I said just now, we have modules. Okay, we have modules that we integrate from the first module until fifth module, until all the participants manage to learn entrepreneurship aspect, the product aspect, and also until they has their skills on the ICT knowledge and ICT skill. After that, end of the project, they manage to sell their product online. Okay, and this is one of the flagship project of the UMT under Ministry of Higher Education, and this project concern on the community institute wetlands community, one of the location that has a quite um, poor community. Okay, and we select this community because we think that this community is one of the community that has potential, because in the area there has a lot of the potential to make local foods. Okay, also to make handicraft. Okay, and of course when we first make a profiling, we figure out there are a lot of the good items, good product. Okay, that they can make a good sale if they know how to promote their product through online. Okay, there's a quite delicious delicacies. Okay, there is quite beautiful handicraft that never been exposed to the outside of the community. Okay. Okay, this is the Hillary Clinton said, women are the largest untapped reservoir of the talent in the world. So we don't have to waste the woman talent. We need to ensure that we also tap the woman talent and contribute to the economic growth. Okay. Okay, so I recap again. The project focus on empowering rural women to become entrepreneurs. Okay, so we using e-business model under social innovation module. Okay, and then women in this community will be trained in e-business application. Okay, so from that we try to improve the capabilities of this woman to set up e-business enterprise. Okay. Of course, the business might be in small scale, but the impact on the woman's life in rural area it would be significant, where we can see immediately their standard of living increase and enhance. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I already informed this one. Okay, the project was undertaken from 2014 until 2018. Okay, after several assessment, after several profiling, 12 women involved. Okay, for the final one. Okay, and 12 this 12 women has a small scale conventional business, no skill and knowledge in ICT. Okay, so as I mentioned just now, they were involved with several modules until they could begin their online business. Okay, I highlight 3 selected participants. Okay, who you can see how their performance of in terms of income generation after they gain their knowledge in business, in ICT skills, and after they start to selling online business. Okay, start to begin their online business. Okay. Okay, first participant, this is her name. Okay, Nohayati binti Maksin. Okay, age 50 during that time. Okay, married, only has secondary school qualification. Okay, occupation before this one, before she joined the project, she's selling keropok. Okay, I think Indonesia also say keropok. Okay, fish cracker. Okay, and then after she joined the project, she's still selling fish cracker. She also make food, dry food, also make delivery, and she also a cooker. Okay, and before she joined our project, okay, her income is 1,500, 1,500, and it increased to 3,590 after she joined our project. Okay, I will show this is Nohayati Maksin. Okay, sorry because I'm not translate to the English, but this is the only picture that I got from my previous materials. Okay, so this is Nohayati Maksin, one of our participant. Okay, and if you can see, this is the income that we managed to keep track of. Of course, for the 3590 is not static like that. Okay, but we try to average. We try to average the income from the document that they given to us. Okay, as the those who not really high education, it's not really easy for us also to ask them, okay, can you record your income monthly. Okay, this one we ask them to record their income starting from the March 2017, okay, until December 2017. Okay, basically she will record like on the paper, and then she today how much. Okay, and then when we go there and we try to make a confirmation, we try to make sure that what she record on the for their income monthly is correct. So basically we make a record like this one to show that their income increase after they make their the selling through online. Okay, if you can see, the increase is quite high for those who not having job, or those who has a small income before they join the online business. Okay, and this woman, Nohayati, still using the online business. Okay, she still on the knowledge that being given to her until now. Okay. Okay, so another one, maybe I show another one. This quite number of the income that she received, because she's selling like the dry food, rempeyek, curry puff, and she also managed to sell outside Terengganu, okay, outside from the area, okay. Like Nohayati just now, because she make a local food, okay, so she tried to post on the online on the media social, and someone need to pick up from her house, okay, because it's wet food, okay. But for the Rokia Seman, since it's dry food, okay, she managed to cross, not limited to local market. It's also sent to the outside market. And from what we interview her in 2020, the last one we met all of them in 2020, Mrs. Rokia Seman managed to sell her product to Singapore. Okay, there are demand for her rempeyek in Singapore. Okay, so it's quite impressive for them. From the low income, they managed to increase their income is quite high numbers of the incomes. Okay. And the last participant that I want to show you, okay, this is Rokia Seman. Okay, this is her product. Okay. Okay. And this is her sales, okay? Because as I said just now, since her product can be posted to outside of the Terengganu, so and it's quite delicious. The rempeyek that she made, okay? So he managed to obtain higher figures of the income, okay? For the last one, we have Normala binti Kamal. Okay, she also sold local food. Okay, but this local food cannot be posted. Okay, and same as Nohayati. Okay, she will make a media social selling. Okay, but since her pulut panggang and sata is very delicious. Okay, she said that she cannot accommodate to entertain all the order in monthly. Okay, sometimes she need to reject the order. So means that the mechanism already give them a way to make sure that she have a sustained income every month. Okay, and she's still using media social until now. Okay, from we interview in 2020, that the last meeting for us with the participant, because as a researcher we cannot say that we always have like the mentoring until the end. Okay, for us we already give them a good foundation, and they already managed to sustain their life, and they can now they try to expand their selling to other type of the mechanism. Okay, one of the like Normala, now she try to learn how to frozen the pulut panggang. Okay, she try to join the class to learn how to make a frozen food. Okay, so by having the additional knowledge, they can expand more ways to make their business bigger. Okay, okay. This is her income. Okay, for March 2017 to December 2017. Okay, it reached from 1,500 until 3,670. Okay. Okay. We also have the YouTube for the video project, but I don't think I can play now. Okay. So that's all from me. That's all for my presentation. I think I end my presentation now. Is it the times okay, or I still have time? But my slide is already over. I can.
Okay. Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Sujani. That's marvelous research that you have been done there. It's very excellent, and you can really increase the woman's agent of economic. Bapak-bapak dan ibu-ibu, ya, itulah presentase daripada Profesor Dr. Suryani. Jadi pada dasarnya dia akan mengembangkan otonomi ya daripada perempuan wanita sebagai satu konsep pengembangan ekonomi dan menjadikan sebagai agensi dari ekonomi melalui pendidikan ya. Dan kemudian meningkatkan empowerment-nya, yaitu melalui pengembangan keilmuannya, pengetahuannya, keahliannya, menjadikan dia sebagai pengambil keputusan, kemudian memperkuat kontrol terhadap keuangan, dan yang terakhir adalah membuat perempuan lebih mampu ya untuk mengorganize semua aktivitinya. Ya. Dan secara umum bahwa wanita itu memang mengalami masalah terjadi gender gap antara laki-laki dengan perempuan ya, dan kemudian pendapatannya masih kecil ya. Akhirnya dia membuat research dan menjadikan wanita pedesaan itu mengambil 50 sampel dan menjadikan wanita pedesaan itu sebagai objek dan berhasil meningkatkan penghasilannya. Ya, dia ambil contoh tadi Ibu Nur Hayati dari 1.500 ringgit Malaysia menjadi 3.590 pendapatannya, yang kemudian Ibu Nur Mala 1.500 sampai 6.000 berubah menjadi 6.500, dan ini sangat luar biasa. For participants, I really regard the kind of this lecture is quite marvelous for us. This is real data that Miss Professor Dr. Suryani, what they present to us, and that's a big, what we call the kind of milestone for us to how to increase the empowerment of a woman, to increase as agent of economic in our region. Dan untuk mempersingkat waktu, saya meminta kepada dua partisipan untuk mengajukan pertanyaan terkait bagaimana pengembangan wanita untuk melibatkan dalam pengembangan ekonomi di dalam suatu wilayah. Dan untuk itu silakan, saya persilakan kepada peserta di room ini. Everyone, I ask to increase or raise hand if you want to ask something about this material of lecture. Suppose that you have interest in. Oke, ada dua pertanyaan, saya silakan kepada peserta dalam grup ini. Silakan. Ini adalah satu penelitian sangat luar biasa bagaimana meningkatkan pendapatan wanita pedesaan, ya, yang tadinya dari 4 kali bahkan 5 kali lipat, ya. Dan ini betul-betul menjadikan dia sebagai agent of economy dan betul-betul sebagai wanita dijadikan sebagai economic authority, ya, dalam hal pengambilan keputusan. Saya persilakan kepada dua orang peserta dalam room ini untuk bertanya. Ya. Ada yang angkat tangan?
Iya Pak, saya.
Silakan Ibu Agus Diwana untuk mengajukan pertanyaan.
Oke, makasih Pak. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
And good evening. Thank you for this opportunity to give me a chance to ask that question to Professor Suryani. I am Agus Diwana Suwarni, Prof, the one I send you WhatsApp. So actually I have that quite 2 or 3 questions actually in terms of women. But inshallah, I'll make it shortly. The first one is about women on the board in the university. Do you have this kind of research have been done? I mean, actually, I'm interested on how the woman as a leader in the university. I mean, is it there is a difference or they are the same between women and men? Yes. The second one is about just now you mentioned during the presentation you mentioned that woman on the board director. Have you also have been done this research I mean, on the listed company. What about the finding of the woman on the board director, but the study in the listed company, or maybe in Malaysia or Indonesia or other countries? This is the last one. It's really interesting. You just now you look at, I mean, you show the slide in terms of empowering rural women entrepreneur through social innovation model. Hopefully in this research, it's not only in Malaysia or in Terengganu. Hopefully it can be done also in Makassar, because I know that Makassar and Terengganu, the place is quite similar. Why? Because we have so many beach here in Makassar, and I think so in Terengganu also there are many beach. So we call that the era pesisir. Yeah, so we have many features here, and then maybe we can compare the study. Hopefully your informant, I mean your what's that, the woman just now, 30 women's, right? So hopefully that one can be comparing between Makassar for sure in Indonesia and in Malaysia, something like that. So maybe you can give me 3 items, the one I questioning to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ibu Diki Agus Dwi Wana. And I present to Ms. Veronica Denka. Okay, it's time for you to ask this question.
Halo, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for the opportunity. Good afternoon, Dr. Suryani, Professor Dr. Suryani. It's interesting to read your paper about women's role in community economic empowerment, and you said that there are 3 participants, example participants on your paper. What I want to ask is about, is there any conclusion about woman empowerment based on their groups, like a teenager or adults or senior citizen? Like maybe ada kelompok misalnya umur 17 sampai 30 tahun misalnya, atau 30 tahun sampai 40. Kemudian ada kelompoknya sendiri, kalau di Indonesia sendiri ada kelompok lanjut usia 60 tahun mulainya. Siapa tahu di papernya Prof. Dr. Suryani itu ada pengelompokan grup wanitanya. Terima kasih.
Okay. Ya, terima kasih. Okay, there are 2 questions. First from Ibu Agus Diwana. She asking about how the woman can occupy the highest position in one board, and especially in university. And then the second question is concerning about the woman empowerment in case of the low level age. That's mean that the teenagers woman, yeah, or they make positioning, or they make interval age, yeah, start from the 17 to 20, and then etc. Can you explain us about this 2 questions? Yeah, first is quite interesting for us because a woman can occupy the highest position in one office or in one company, or especially university. Okay, Ibu Mom Professor Dr. Sri Suryani, please.
Okay, thank you for the question. Okay, for the question number 1, woman on university board. Okay, I can say University Malaysia Terengganu is the 2nd university in Malaysia who has a vice chancellor from woman. Okay, last 2 years we has a woman as a vice chancellor. So University Malaysia Terengganu is 2nd university in Malaysia who has woman as vice chancellor. Okay, and in Malaysia, I guess woman in university board is not new things. Okay, we have I can say there are many women than men when it comes to the admin leadership at the university. I never been make a research yet on this context, but I guess you are from accounting, right? So from the accounting, usually they look on the board of director. So there are several papers from my friends here looking on the women in board of directors. If you are interested, okay, because you are from the Department of Accounting, right? So I never been doing on the board of director. But in terms of leadership of the university, I joined one project not under my university, but under other university, looking on the leadership among women in university leadership. Okay, there's a quite interesting findings too, where the tendency or the inclination to favor women as the woman administrator in the university are higher. Okay, that they like to appoint women as a leader, maybe because the nature of the woman, organized, hardworking. So there are several criteria that they said, if we being given a position, important position, do you think you choose man or a woman to hold that the position? And the pool is quite interesting. We can see the pools even from men vote for women. I'm not sure, but there are two meanings. Maybe the men do not bother to hold the position. They enjoy not having hold the position. Okay, they have ample time to do their own research. Okay, and women been given a big responsibility to lead one organization. Okay, that the interesting findings that I've been joined with another friends from other university. For the second question in board of director, I'm sorry because I never have research on that. Okay, but you can refer several papers from my university, from accounting department. There are several lecturers who did research on the board in the directors among women. Okay. And finally, empowering women in Makassar. Of course, if I have money, if being given the grants, okay, why? Of course, we can do at Makassar.
Welcome.
And I can say to you that for this project, the number of the grant is high. Okay, we've been given quite a lot of money because it's not on. If I present just now, maybe you just see it's like the smooth process, but it's not really a smooth process because we want to do a profiling. We use a lot of money to ensure they can participate. They agree to participate. So as a rural woman, it's not easy to change their mindset, to join, to understand what we want. We try to help them. Okay, so this project involve huge amount of the funding. Okay, and if I got from Makassar several amounts of the grants, yeah, of course we can make a joint collaboration of this project. Okay.
I hope,
okay.
Inshallah.
Okay. Second one, good question actually from the second one. She asked me on the group of the age, right? Actually, I'm not telling everything from the project. Okay. Actually, for the project, we target almost all household who has daughter or who has their son who not employed. Okay, usually in Malaysia, even though they has degree or diploma, some of them not finding jobs. Okay, and that also one of the criteria that we look on. We find the household who has unemployed teenagers, but they are got degree, they are got diploma, and they know how to use gadget on ICT. Okay, and from 50 respondents that we collect at the first project, there are many of the household who has teenagers in the household who not employed. Okay, but they know everything about social media. they know everything how to use mobile. So basically we tag both their mothers and their son or daughter to help each other for the social media and the selling online. Okay, that's a good question. I'm not telling just now in my presentation, but basically the household, their mothers, we make the product, okay, and their son or daughter will help them to ensure their mothers can use online application well. Okay, so there are several households that use their daughter or their son to smooth the process of the online selling. Okay, that's my answer. Means that we cater on the teenagers group too, but it's based on the voluntary. Okay, it's based on the voluntary because most of them not employed. So when we run the project, when their mother has skill to sell the product, skill to sell the kuih, okay, they try to make a good presentation of the Facebook, good presentation of the Instagram to sell the product. So their job to make to help their mother to organize the media social, the Facebook, you know, the Instagram, because of course as the like their mother age about 48 to 52 and never has good skill in ICT. I don't think they know well to update, you know, to always keep track with the changes and to always keep track with the order. So their daughters or their son in certain household, they will help their mothers to make it the process smooth. Okay, so I include the teenagers too in this project. Okay, based on the household, not many, but we got at least about from 12 we have 8 households that has teenagers participation. Okay, I guess I answer your question. Thank you.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much. Terima kasih Bu Agus Dwiana dan Bu Veronica. And to all participants, I think this afternoon our lecture is quite what we call has a big point for us. And then we are limited by the times, and then because we have another agenda. Okay, I proceed to everyone that to finish our discussion today, our lecture, and I ask, I'm express my big expression to Professor Dr. Suryani that your material is very impressed to us. That's quite because quite valuable for us. Yeah, that's very nice topic. And then kepada seluruh peserta saya ucapkan terima kasih atas partisipasinya mengikuti kuliah tamu, kuliah internasional guest lecture. Dan karena waktu kita terbatas dan masih ada acara lain, dan saya ucapkan terima kasih atas partisipannya. Dan for this time, we try to close our room because our lecturing has a limit now. Mungkin maybe Professor Dr. Suryani has the last impression, last speech for us that maybe you can say something to us before we close our room.
Okay, I would like to say thank you for the opportunity, and I welcome for any collaboration that you plan to make with UMT. Okay, any collaboration. We also have department accounting, business, tourism, and economics. And also policy studies. So we welcome your participation in any kind of the activities, joint research, publications, or whatever. I think it's a good opportunity if we can make a good engagement after this. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
And
Before we close, I asked Mr. Dr. Andi Jaman to close this room because he is already opening, and I asked him to close this room, and then this is remarking kind of the closing our action in this afternoon. Okay, I please to Mr. Andi
Ya,
Jamal.
makasih Pak Dr. Rum. Ya, ini pertemuan kuliah tamu yang kita hadiri bersama dan telah kita simak apa yang telah diuraikan oleh Profesor Suryani adalah merupakan titik awal kolaborasi kami di Fakultas Ekonomi dengan Universitas Terengganu. Jadi mungkin setelah ini Prof. Suryani akan ada lagi pertemuan yang lebih khusus membicarakan tentang rencana kolaborasi penelitian ini nantinya. Pada kesempatan yang baik ini, saya mengucapkan terima kasih kepada semua pihak yang telah ikut berperan serta di dalam kegiatan kuliah tamu ini. Semoga apa yang telah diuraikan tadi oleh Prof. Suryani menjadi tambahan ilmu pengetahuan dan pengembangan wawasan buat kita semua terkait dengan topik yang disampaikan tadi. Kami mengucapkan terima kasih atas waktu yang telah disediakan oleh Prof. Suryani dan begitu juga dengan Bapak Ibu dan teman-temannya mahasiswa yang sempat bergabung pada kesempatan ini. Demikian dari saya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On behalf of the Faculty of Business and Faculty of Economic and Business of Muhammadiyah University of Makassar, say thank you very much to Professor Dr. Suryani and send my best regard to your family and to your board director at University of Terengganu in Malaysia. Ya, thank you, terima kasih dan baiklah kita tutup bersama kuliah ini dengan mengucapkan Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Can take picture together, Pak Dr. Muhammad Rum.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
maybe take picture together before we leave.
All right. Okay. We
Yeah.
can take picture from first room. Okay. I tried to make first. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I will send.
Habib Bapak Ibu bisa diaktifkan videonya supaya kita bisa lihat gambarnya. Mahasiswa juga bisa mengaktifkan.
Okay.
Silahkan. Bisa admin juga bisa membantu Pak Dr. Rum untuk mengambilkan gambar.
Oke, silakan room pertama sudah. Oke, ke room kedua silakan tunjukkan videonya. Sudah.
Oke.
Oke, sudah selesai. Oke.
Insya Allah, Prof. Suryani, after this, we break for a while, maybe around 15 minutes for praying Salat Asar. And after that, we come again in another link. So, thank you, Prof.
Thank you. Ya, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.